Hello, and welcome to TheAquaPhi, the ESPN of Sci-Fi, the Entertainment Science Fiction Programming Network. Ohayo gozaimasu, Zhao Shanghao, Zhao An, Bonjour, and Buenos Dias. And so we're talking about the superhero suit. Is it necessary? Is it necessary? Well, some suits are necessary. Let's go right straight to suits that are necessary. Suits that are necessary, for instance, Iron Man, we mentioned last podcast. If you missed the podcast, go back, listen to it. And that's why you want to subscribe, because all our podcasts are on YouTube. And go back and listen to the podcast that you missed. Especially if you're subscribed, it's there anyway. Go and listen to it. Follow us in the podcast. Subscribe and you listen to it. Iron Man is a suit. The superhero is Iron Man. Tony Stark, the inventor of the suit, of course, then becomes Iron Man in the suit. So that suit is necessary. Man of War, right? Captain America's sidekick. All these suits you need, right? But let's talk about suits with gadgets, so an Iron Man suit and Batman suit, for instance. Who do you think uses gadgets more intelligent? I'm just sidetracking a little bit, but then we'll come back to the suit situation. I always thought about Batman, clear thinking, real fast thinking, what to use when within that suit, because you have so many gadgets all over the suit, and what to use when at what time when you're facing what critical situation is a lot of thinking, and you're thinking under pressure, right? Fighting a lot of pressure situation, and then to think clearly of what to use at what time. Who does better at that, Iron Man or Batman? Many people say Iron Man. Oh, clearly Iron Man, because he's I kind of like Batman. I mean, I just, well, I mean, get your Batman on, right? Batman is Batman. Batman versus Superman. That was excellent. Excellent. Especially that Batman his craft hovering over the building when he was going to save Superman's mom, right? Hovering over the building, jumping into the windows. So I think he does an excellent job of coming out with the proper gadget under pressure. That suit is necessary. So Batman's suit, gotta have it. Same as Iron Man's suit as well, gotta have that. Those suits are necessary. But does Superman need a suit? Right? Shazam, Superman, Captain Marvel, do they need suits? I mean, Superman naturally is stronger, of course. It's different from Captain Marvel with an explosion, Shazam, the same thing. Enhanced strength because of events, things that take place. Versus normal strength, so Superman comes from Krypton. On Krypton, people are normally stronger than people on the planet Earth. Okay. So, natural, normal strength. Why do you need to wear a suit? Cape Crusaders. Just because you're fighting evil, you're fighting bad, do you need a cape? Is that like a job? Maybe it's sort of something similar to going to work. So going to work, a lot of people wear these suits to work in the factory. So to work in this factory, I have this green jumpsuit. So maybe the superhero suit is the green jumpsuit. That's what I wear to when I become, to when I become Superman, I'm going to work in this suit. So maybe that's your job thing. It's like the students that go to school and they got to wear that uniform to school. So when you see them in that uniform, you say, oh, they're going to or coming out of school, right? So then when you see Clark Kent that you don't know it's Clark Kent because it's not, well, I can't tell whether because it doesn't have glasses on. So, but you can't tell because, the suit tells you that he's going to work, right? So Spider-Man has a suit, which is necessary, especially now with more things that Stark Enterprises added on to Spider-Man's suit. It's necessary for him to have a suit. So, yeah, for a lot of people it's necessary, but for unnecessary, like for instance, Thor, natural strength, Superman, natural strength. Do you need the suit? Or you just want to let people know that I am working right now? Don't you see me with my suit? That means that's working. I'm on the job, right? So when you're not working and not on the job, you can wear like the mild man, glasses or jeans, with Thor. But when you're working, you put on your suit. So I guess a suit represents the job itself. Um, Hulk, no suit. Whatever suit Dr. Banner has on, it's going to get ripped to pieces. So the Hulk never has any type of suit. Can't wear a suit. But for others, even in like the Black Panther, okay, the suit is there. I suppose the suit has claws and items that the Black Panther, although the strength is natural with T'Challa, and the herbs that are grown in Wakanda helps him to enhance that strength, but then the suit will give him some other additional abilities that he in addition to the natural strength of Black Panther, which is comparable to the strength of Captain America. And if you see some of the Avengers, and you'll see that was the back and forth with Captain America and the Black Panther getting to know each other, back and forth, the comparable strength, right, at the same level. So the suit is a way to say, I'm on the job, I'm working, I'm wearing my suit. That's what we're coming up with here on your entertainment and sci-fi programming network, the ESPN of Sci-Fi. So the suit distinguishes on the job for the superhero. Many heroes don't need the suit, like we said. Thor doesn't need a suit. Superman doesn't need a suit. Captain Marvel doesn't need the suit. But the suit distinguishes what they're doing. If they didn't wear the suit, what would they wear? Just anything, like pants and shirt, t-shirt and jeans. You still do the same thing, right? You still do the same thing. Many times we'll find that Superman's suit is torn apart, but he's still doing the same thing, doing his thing, right? So, but I mean, so for the onlooker to say, okay, that's him. We recognize his suit, and we recognize he's got to be working because he's got the suit on, right? So that's what the suit is for, to the recognition of what I'm doing at this time, right? And then for others, the suit is a necessary thing to have in order to do what they're doing. I often thought that New York City is the most secure city in the world because every superhero lives in New York City, right? Captain America's New York City, Iron Man, Spider-Man. Well, is Gotham New York City? Well, Gotham is representation of New York City, but Gotham is Gotham. Okay, so we'll not do that. But the Daily Planet is in New York City. So all these heroes in New York. So New York has got to be the safest place for anybody to live. You know, why live in small town Idaho when you can live in New York and be protected by all these superheroes? The downside is there's many super villains there too that want to take over New York as well. So, well, anyway, so it's on an equal basis. Many superheroes, many supervillains. So it kind of equals itself out. Then you make a choice whether do I want to live Little Village, Utah, or New York City? Well, you know, it's your choice. So decide what's best. We were not going to make it. We're not making any recommendations here on the ESPN of Sci-Fi. So that has to do with the suit, because if you're living in New York and you see a guy in a suit on your building, it then throws out web and goes to another, and then you say, okay, that's Spider-Man, right? You see something? So the suit helps you to distinguish the person. You know, you're not going to see a guy on the buildings and you say, "Oh, Peter Parker, why is he in school right now?" You're not going to say. You're going to say it's Spider-Man. He's working. He's on the job, right? So that is what the suit does. It distinguishes what the hero's doing, right? Batman, when he's not in the suit, is throwing parties, right? Raising funds for politicians, right? Running the billionaire industry, his own, not Tony Stark's billionaire industry. So the suit is your time to go to work. And people say you're working at this time because you have your suit on. It distinguishes, and it does. It makes that distinguishing feature correct. So here we've figured it out why the suit is necessary, although sometimes the cape might get caught up in the machinery or something, and maybe it's bothersome. Well, for some, the only hero where you see the cape is absolutely necessary and the cape aids the hero is Doctor Strange. He needs that cape. The cape helps him. The cape helps Doctor Strange in what he's trying to accomplish. So the cape is of necessity for Doctor Strange. For others, it's part of the suit. And the suit tells you that I'm working right now, right? So this is the only place that we concluded that, and we came up with this right here on the ESPN of Sci-Fi. So follow us. We'll come up with more conclusions that make more sense than anyone. We are the ESPN of Sci-Fi, the Entertainment Science Fiction Programming Network. So follow us. Follow us on the podcast. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe. Also in Instagram. Go and TheAquaPhi.com. Download the ebook or order the paperback book. We came up with a great idea the last podcast. If you didn't hear it, we're going to say it again. You might want to hear it and then hear us again say it after. Download the theme song. You're going to listen to it in the background while you're listening to the ebook. It's an excellent idea. You download the theme song, you have it playing, fill up the house, get it into the Aqua Phi mood. That theme song will get you into the Aqua Phi mood. So once you get into the Aqua Phi mood, and then you have your book that you're reading, you're getting into it, man, download them. How many books that you say you can read that has a theme song that goes along with it, that puts you into that book's mood? Wow. So go and download this theme song, listen to it while you're reading or listening to the Aqua Phi. It'll get you into the mood. Get the gear all around you. Wow. How many books can you say you can get the gear? Aqua Phi cap, Aqua Phi t-shirt, Aqua Phi hat, Aqua Phi cup, Aqua Phi, shower curtain, right? So when you go to take a shower, then you have under space on your shower curtain. Gets you ready for book 2 under space coming. Then you come out and then you step on your Aqua Phi floor mat. How many books you know that do that? TheAquaPhi.com is your place for all of it. The Aqua Phi merchandise. Download the theme song. Order the paperback through Kindle. TheAquaPhi.com. And then further down on the page, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So next we're going to talk about how do other planets view us? How do other planets view people coming to help them? How do other planets view superheroes? What about a subject we talked about a little bit earlier? We're going to coincide that with this subject. And how is it viewed? Interesting. Let's talk about that. See you next time.